to Leaders Legacy. I'm your host, Varsha Sarkar, and in today's episode, our topic is how diversity can drive innovation. As a guest, we have Zarna Trivedi, who is the head of HR at Versa Networks. Welcome to our episode.
Thank you, Varsha. Thank you for having me here.
So, as you have heard the topic, what do you think teams bring to the table in terms of innovation and creativity for a company?
Well, very good question, Varsha. To start with, diverse team can bring a wide range of attribution and qualities to the table that enhances the ability to generate innovative ideas and solutions. Some of the contributions or qualities, if I have to highlight, would include diverse perspective, creative and innovations, broader skill set, and many more. Now, if I have to go to in detail, for example, diverse perspective, you can have diverse team encompass individuals with a diverse background, experience, and the viewpoints. You can have people from different perspective, different background. They can be as innovative and as creative as that can be given an opportunity to them. They also bring their own broader skill set along with them. It enhances also the problem solving because people from a diverse background get together and come with a different problem solving ideas, because they come with a pool of knowledge from their own experience and perspective. It also helps organizations in improving decision making. It increases customer insights, and many more things. So it's basically also overall helps and organizations to improve employee engagement overall, because inclusive and diversity can enhance employee engagement and satisfaction, because they are feeling included, they are feeling inclusive in the organization. And it also gives better problem solving solutions, or better problem framing in the other way. It increases the innovation and output. At the same time, it has its own competitive advantage, because the diverse team often will have the competitive advantages in the marketplace. They have a better way of adapting to the changes. They have consumers will have their own preferences, giving them an edge to the innovations and market relevance.
Can you maybe share a few success stories of companies that grew because they embraced diversity, they changed their teams to be more diverse, and as a result of which they have actually seen, better KPIs, maybe?
Right. Well, there are many such organizations who have adopted it. For example, best example that comes across to my mind immediately is IBM, because I worked with IBM for close to 6 years, and through another organizations. So IBM has in fact a long history of promoting diversity and inclusions. In 1950, they had appointed a first female vice president in the corporate America, and today IBM continues to prioritize that diversity, and has various programs and initiatives that supports women and minorities in the tech industry. Their diverse workforce has contributed to innovative solutions in the areas like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and blockchains. Not only that, another example that comes to my mind when it comes to diversity, we can definitely not miss out on companies like Microsoft or Google. Microsoft, for example, has made the diversity and inclusion core as a core part of its corporate culture. They have implemented initiatives to increase the representations of the women and underrepresented minorities in their workforce and leadership role. So with that, they have played in fact a key role in developing the products like Microsoft Azure, then Surface device, and Windows. Google, on the other hand, also have promoted a lot of women and minorities in the technology sector. And best example is the search algorithm, artificial
Mm-hmm.
intelligence, and many more. We can also give an example of Johnson and Johnson's, right,
Uh-huh.
where they had an advancement in the medical device and drug development. Probably, yeah, I think that's all comes to my mind right now, but I'm sure there are many more.
Right. Definitely, definitely. Zarna, I'm pretty sure being in HR, you must have faced challenges. Like, say you're in a new company and they yet don't have a diverse pool of talent, but you want to convince them. What would you tell them, and how would you approach them to hire more diversely?
Well, that's a very good question. In fact, yeah, organization that can adopt, specific, strategies and, practices to leverage the diversity
Mm-hmm.
effectively for the innovation beyond simply having a diverse workforce. They will have, challenges in the initial stage that each one of them would face.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some of them could be maybe starting with the leadership and cultural point of view, could be but at the same time it is important to kind of ensure that you provide them the training on the
Mm-hmm.
same time. The biggest challenge that any industry would face in the initial stage is the unconscious biasness. The unconscious
Yes,
biasness can
yes.
affect the decision making,
Right. Basically,
and
people have that rigidity that certain groups are not good,
absolutely.
and you have to
Yes,
convince them otherwise.
absolutely. So
Mm.
biases may lead to a certain voice being heard more than others,
Hmm.
and thereby stifling the innovations. So the strategies that I would like to, if you ask me, then I would like to say that, organizations should implement unconscious bias trainings for all the
Mm-hmm.
employees, especially those involved in the hiring, promotions, and decision making activities. This would encourage, self awareness and educate employees about the
Mm-hmm.
common biases, because they are unconscious and we many times
Right.
unconsciously take decisions which would not be in favor. Then
Mm-hmm.
there could be challenges like, people might be restricted to change, adopting to changes. Some employees
Mm-hmm.
may restrict diversity initiatives due to various reasons. Could be fear of change, or they perceive the threat to the status quo, or maybe skeptical about the benefit of the diversity or the results. So the here the solution would be that you have to provide a clear communication to
Mm-hmm.
the rationale for the diversities, initiatives, engage open dialogues with the employees to address this kind of a concerns.
Mm-hmm.
And this has to be done, initiatives, especially by the higher, management. Uh,
Right.
Other challenges maybe could be a lack of inclusive leadership. Without leader who is, prioritizing the model inclusive behavior, diversity initiatives may struggle to gain the traction. So
Right. Right.
developing and promoting this inclusive leadership practice at all the levels across organizations is something that is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, of course, there are leadership trainings that should be emphasized, and which will bring the importance of diversity and inclusion. So those kind of leadership training should definitely help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think more or less
Right.
that's what I would like to.
What strategies do you think companies should employ? Like, they already have a diverse pool of talent, but
Mhm.
they need to use them more efficiently. So, for that, what strategies do you think companies should employ to use that diverse pool of talent more efficiently for generating more innovative ideas?
There are a couple of strategies that organization can have. One is having inclusive leadership and
Mm.
culture,
Right.
which is where we fostering the inclusive work culture where all the employees, regardless of their background, experience, culture, are being valued and feel empowered to contribute their ideas.
Right.
Leadership should set a tone by demonstrating inclusive behavior, and holding them accountable and responsible for promoting this diversity and inclusions. Another thing could be probably diversity training, as I've already mentioned, and educating them, and that would increase the awareness and understanding of the different perspective and experience. Because training can help reduce the biasness, both conscious and unconscious biasness, and improve the cross-cultural communications. Uh, Other thing could be, having a diverse team in place, because promoting the diverse team where individuals with different backgrounds, skills, experience, and collaborations on the project can bring variety of, viewpoints on the problem solving. Having the inclusive decision making process is another will something that would ensure that decision making process are inclusive and considered a wider range of the perspective, which would also encourage the open and honest dialogues or the discussions among the group, and where decisions are being welcomed and valued.
Right.
One more thing I would like to highlight, a couple of other things maybe I would like to highlight is, one of them is like, organization can also create employee resource group, where this group can provide the sense of community and support to underrepresented employees, then also can play an important role in generating innovative ideas and contributing to the organization's in diversity and inclusion efforts. Then other things could be probably they can have a diversity metrics and accountability, inclusive product service design, where team product and service development team can be considered in the the diverse need and the performances of the group. Supplier deliveries, like for example, we can also engage uh, specialized vendors who can provide us diverse people from a diverse background, which would also enhance the innovation in sourcing and procuring practices. There could be many more things, maybe mentorship and sponsorship program. There could be a diversity in the leadership, while because that is very very important, having diversity in leadership, because that can set an example by influencing organizations priorities and culture. And the most important thing, and the last point I would like to highlight, is having a a feedback mechanism, because that can help us improving and analyzing as to where are we going wrong or how do we really need to improve, and also motivates an organization to take a constant effort if they are going anywhere wrong. So having a feedback mechanism in place could be very effective at the same time.
Zarna, have you come across any research or studies where you have seen something promising about diversity and innovation which you can present to companies, which you think might be helpful?
When it comes to innovations, I can think of companies like Google and Dow. Google had executed the Google Translator, and that is one of the innovative technologies that Google had come up with. And this had happened possible with the help of the diverse background itself. So Google's they support wide range of languages, which was influenced by the inputs from the linguistic and native speakers of less widely spoken languages. Now, the impact was that it has made Google Translate a valuable tool for people around the world, and including those regions where the less common languages are being spoken. And how can we forget Dow, the Real Beauty campaign, where diverse perspective under this Real Beauty campaign had changed the traditionally beauty standards by featuring the diverse range of women with a different age, size, and ethnicity. So this has impacted, campaign, consumer globally. because
Mm-hmm.
people, consumers across global could resonate it, with it. So yeah.
I feel, including diversity in any company, it's a very beautiful change that we are witnessing right now. Like if
Right.
you look back 20 years, you didn't find many races working within the same company. But now companies are looking forward to it, and I'm pretty
Absolutely.
sure people are understanding the importance of it. That
Right.
it is beneficial for the brand, the company, it helps in its growth. It's not just socialistic approach, but
Right.
it has its lots of benefits, right? And
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure in your career you must have witnessed it firsthand.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you're right. In fact, things are changing. Companies have started adopting it to a greater
Mm.
extent, and it has given a lot of benefits to across industry, be it diversity in tech or diversity in leadership, or be it people have started understanding that having diversity in terms of the cultural, bringing the cultural background will
Mhm.
definitely help organization in bring more innovations and more experience, and it will also give a new perspective to the organization which would be beneficial to them, be it in their product or be it in their designs. It is always so it is definitely widely accepted across.
Right. Thank you so much, Zanna, for this really inspiring conversation. And this concludes our episode. Please do like, subscribe, and follow. Until next time, have a great day.